Today, I'll be showing you guys how to make origami, more specifically, a paper crane. Most origami starts with a square sheet of paper, so that's exactly what we're going to do. First, make sure your paper is in portrait mode. Then, I like to take the bottom corner and line this side up with this side, like this. Make sure the sides line up with each other, and that when you crease it, the fold line is in the middle of this angle here. Crease all the way down. Now turn your paper so the point is upwards. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this bottom corner and you're going to take this bottom corner and carefully fold it up over this edge. Be careful not to fold this edge because it may cause some uneven cutting. Unfold all the folds. You'll notice that right here is a fold line, and right here is also a fold line. You're going to cut this fold line only. Using the fold line as a guideline, cut to make sure the edge is straight. If it's not straight, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like to set aside these pieces of paper to make into bookmarks. Now what we're going to do is, much like this fold, we're going to make a fold across here. So you're going to take the bottom corner, turn your paper so it looks like a diamond, and fold this corner up to meet this corner. Make sure the edges are lined up and crease the bottom. Now unfold. Turn your paper over and rotate it so it looks like a square. Now, to make folds along here and here, we're going to take this bottom side and fold it up like this to meet this side. Make sure they line up to get an even fold. Rotate your paper and repeat again, making sure to line up the sides. You can see how my edges are a little uneven. That's okay. It's not like this is a perfectly square sheet of paper. It doesn't matter. So unfold. You'll notice that the paper tends to fold like this. These edges are folded like this, and these edges are folded like this. So, using the folds as a guideline, take these two corners, push them to meet each other, and lower them so they meet at this fold line. Now you're going to take your finger, press down to make sure that corner's folded, and crease the edges and crease the middle. You'll notice that the top looks like this and the bottom looks like this. Perfect. Now here's the hard part. what's going to happen is you're going to lift this edge up and these edges are going to fold in. My strategy for this is opening this little edge, this little pocket, taking this side and lining it up so it meets the middle. Like this. I like to keep it lined up and I just kind of keep folding a little bit. I like to open this and fold it in. And I keep going until I stop at this edge. It should look something like this. Now you're going to do it to the other side. Line the edges up. And crease, making sure the edges line up in the middle. You're going to do the same and fold it until it meets this edge. Now take this corner, press your finger down at the top, and it'll automatically fold back. It should look something like this. Now, you're going to make sure the edges are lined up. And you're going to fold this end so this side reaches the middle. Do it again with this side. The finishing product should look something like this. It's okay if you don't get it on the first try. It took me a while to get this step. You'll notice how it is a little uneven. That's okay. You can always fix it in the end. You're going to do it to the other side. Once again, the steps are, you lift up this corner, open the area a little bit, take this side and line it up with the middle, and continue to fold all the way to this side. This little corner right here. You'll notice how there's no square around it, so we can't tell where we're meeting the edge. See where this part is folded? I like to stop folding here to predict that that is where the part is going to be folded. So now we turn it around and repeat with the other side. Fold it down so it lines up with the middle. And crease. Make sure it lines up with the middle before you crease some more. Now, you're going to take this corner here, place your fingers down here, and push this up. The sides should go in like this. Now we're going to make sure it stays by lining this side up with the middle, folding it, and lining this side with the middle, and folding it. It should look something like this. You'll notice that these two open outwards, and this one doesn't really. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it on its side, take the bottom point and put it here, making a fold along here, like this. Make sure the point touches the middle. You'll notice how there are very faint fold lines. You want to make sure the point is on the fold line, like that. Turn it around to do it again. There you go. Now we're going to do it to the other side. Turn your paper over, turn it on its side, and make sure that this point reaches the middle and it's on that line. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is pick up your piece, pinch it so the ends stay in, and open the outside. Line it up before creasing so it's even. You'll notice how this side is uneven. That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect your first try. Now, you're going to open these two and bring this one up. Fold along the bottom. You'll notice that there's a spot that prevents this part from folding up. It's right over here, what we folded earlier. Turn your piece around. And repeat the last step. Alright, now we're going to do what we did earlier. We're going to open the outside and crease it. You'll notice that there are little edges sticking out here. You want to take one and pull it out very carefully. If you want to, you can put your fingers in here to make sure it doesn't get unnecessarily wrinkled. What I like to do is, you see this little fold? I like to line this line up with this line. Pinch it here and bring my finger down to crease here, and then I move along creasing here. Now do it to the other end. There you go. Now, for the head, you want to take one of these little ends, and open it. So it's like this. Take this point, put it down here, and you'll notice that it folds inwards. Don't crease it just yet. Take your little point, make sure that it's still folded inwards, and bring it up. Now you can crease. Cute. If you want to, you can push the head back down or put it back up to make little expressions. As you can see, it's still a little uneven, but it looks better than this really uneven fold. Now for the tail. You will see most origami cranes depicted as like this, with the tail just plain like that. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to fold the tail in and out like you did like the head and make it a dragon tail. Other people will slightly fold it outwards like this. I think let's just leave this be. For the wings, you're going to separate these two and bring this one down. Notice that these two folds prevent it from folding down any further. Do it to the other side. You have your wings. If you don't like the way that it's not even right here, you can always line it up. But my cut was a little uneven, so places like this and this might be a little uneven when you fold it. Bring the wings back up halfway, and you're done. Sometimes what I like to do is I pull the wings out very carefully, and I press my thumb in the middle, making it able to stand. And there you go, an origami paper crane.